Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and it is already time for plant favorites again. I can't believe it's already the end of October. I feel like October is always a lot of people's favorite month, and it always just goes by so fast. I don't know what that's about. But I have some plants to share with you. A plant YouTuber who I really love that I just wanted to give another shout out to, and a plant adjacent item to share that I just loved getting this month. So the first favorite is freaking hair. I could feel like one touching my face right here. Anyway, my first favorite is my cuddly cactus. This plant really needs water so badly, and I was just about to go put it out to water it, but I thought I would show it to you first so it's not in here just dripping wet. I have featured my little beautiful cuddly cactus many times on my channel. This was from Wild Interiors. I did buy it myself, but that's the brand that put this out. I found this at Walmart. Right? I'm pretty sure I bought this at Walmart. They call it a cuddly cactus because when they sell it, they have cut off the spines. And I think it was right here when I got it, one of these here. And all of these little white dots right here have a little tiny bit of fuzz in them, but there is a spine there, like a little thorn. But when you buy it, they cut the thorns off, so it's cuddly, you know? But of course, as it grows, the little dots, they're going to form a thorn in there, so it's no longer going to be a cuddly cactus, okay? Just keep that in mind. But the reason this is my favorite right now is because my nub has gotten so big. Look how big the nub is now. If you guys remember, I did a video, I don't remember what it was, but I talked about this plant and how it had fallen off the windowsill and it cracked. So right here, I even zoomed out all the way so you could kind of see this in frame, and it's still too big. This big old scab right here, it had fallen on the ground, a big piece had broken off, and I was really worried about it, but it scabbed over, and then a little tiny nub that was like this big started growing from it. I don't remember if I dropped it or it fell off the windowsill, but it fell again, and I immediately screamed out, "My nub!" I was so worried that the little nub was gonna break off, but look how big it's gotten. It's just growing and growing. It really needs water. It's in desperate need of water, but I think this plant is so cool. It's a cactus, of course. It's getting so tall that we keep the blinds open in the other room all the time in the south facing windows, and I have a ton of cactus on the windowsills in that room. This one is one of them, but we've had to keep opening the blinds more and more because the cactus keeps just growing. So during winter I am going to move them all from the windowsill. I have a little shelf that I've been keeping outside that I'm going to move inside and kind of put them all on there. But I love this plant. I can't believe how big this nub has gotten. I just love it. It's one of my favorite plants I have, and every time I see a new cuddly cactus at the store, I'm like, ooh, I want to get another one. I don't know why. But gotta water this thing. It looks so thin. But oddly enough, this cactus is very thirsty. I want to say I water this at least every 8 to 10 days. I don't know, I think it's just because it's getting such bright sun all day long, super warm on the window, that it just needs a lot of water. You know, during the winter it's gonna slow down a little, but right now he is a thirsty baby. The next plant I want to show you is my jar of cuttings of my Sabu Blue. So this is that really beautiful spaghetti jar, and these are all of my cuttings that I put in it. If you watched my video, it was one of my plant massacre videos where I was taking these cuttings. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I was going to cut that part out of the video, but I thought, it's relatable. I'm sure this has happened to someone else, you know? I couldn't figure out which part of the plant to put in the water, and I don't know why it never occurred to me to put the cut side in the water. To look at the vine you cut off and say, which side has a fresh cut on it? That's the part I'm gonna put in the water. I couldn't figure it out to save my life. So many of you guys said, put the cut side in the water. One of you said that you've had this issue before, so every time you make a cutting, you put it in water immediately just to kind of keep from embarrassing yourself. But I did, I figured it out. They're all in here and they're doing well. They're actually growing some little roots. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see from there, but a lot of the nodes have a little white root growing from them, which is pretty cool. I do like to let these propagate for a long time, like really fill out with roots before I repot it and everything, but it looks good. I figured it out, but I'm not any less embarrassed, okay? Okay, my next plant is my desert rose. I love this plant. I don't know what has happened to the soil. Maybe it's just settled, but the roots are exposed all of a sudden, and I feel like I need to put more soil at the top here. Let me take the drip tray off. I love this little baby. Look how freaking beautiful this is. It's just like this big chunk of a stem. It put on a lot of leaves. Look at these leaves here at the top. So cool. I wasn't expecting it to grow at all just because of the time of year, but it is getting a ton of sun. It's in the same windowsill as this cactus, and it's just taking off. It really loves it. It's such a weird plant, and I think this is one of those plants you either love it or you hate it and you want to kill it with fire. But I love it. I love this plant, and every time I tell my boyfriend, look at my beautiful desert rose, he goes like this. He likes it. But I wanted to ask you, those of you guys that have one of these, when the heck do you water it? Because I haven't watered this at all since I've gotten it. I just have felt like this is storing a lot of water, because although the little chunk goes here, it goes all the way down here too. Like, it looks like a potato is in the soil. There's a little bit of give when I squeeze it, like a perfect avocado. Ooh, like a perfect avocado. Let me know when you water it, because I think I am gonna give it some water maybe before it gets super cold, just to give it, I don't know, just because I feel like that's when it would need it. I don't know. Let me know, desert rose people. But I love this. I love where it's at in the living room because it sits on the windowsill. The TV is against the wall and there's two big windows behind it, and this is right there, and I see it every single day. Just like, it's just so freaking cool, and I really love it. I love it so much. Okay, oh, my next one. I already forgot what the heck I was talking about. My next plant I want to mention, I brought it in here, but I could bring it in here. Let me just pick it up. I thought it was going to be a whole thing. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Oh, also check out my cool shirt. Caring for your demon cat. I got this at Spirit Halloween. They always have the coolest shirts. I love it so much. Okay, is this working? This is my philodendron McDowell, and I recently repotted it. I put it in one of these long planters because this plant grows in one long, like, stem. Like, it's a one long root and then leaves pop up like this. Picking this thing up has made me out of breath. I am so out of shape. It's not even funny. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I was just talking about embarrassing myself, and I'm like, I am out of breath from picking up a plant. Anyway, I repotted it. I think it looks a million times better, but I am worried just about the amount of soil that's in the pot, because the roots aren't taking up this whole entire pot. They're just here. Let me just put this up here. What am I doing holding it in my lap? Okay, the roots are just over here, but then there's this whole piece that's just soil. I did go out of my way to make it a lot of bark, like a lot of this kind of stuff. That way it won't hold on to too much water. Just because that's what I was worried about. I don't want it to stay wet for too long. It needs water, but I don't, you know what I mean? I'm worried about root rot, I guess. But it looks so much better. It's got a new little growth right here. I did have to put 2 pieces of wood in here and a rock just to hold the plant steady, because it kept tipping over this way. It was tipping over that way. This is just such a weird plant to take care of, a weird plant to have, and it really needed to be repotted, because I'm sure you can see here, maybe not. Let me do a little video on my phone so you can see what it looks like. These stems right here, they're like, these stems here, these twisty, curvy stems here have straightened out a lot actually, but where I had this before was in the front room, and it was in the window. It's still in the same spot, but it was in a smaller pot, and the leaves, I mean, they were curving like this. The leaves would go all over the directions, but then eventually all of the leaves would press against the window like they were trying to escape. It looked so funny from the outside because all the leaves were just flat on the window. It was really funny. But this, let me show you the newest leaf. The newest leaf is this one right here. It's the biggest leaf it's ever had. I mean, look at this texture. It is insanely beautiful. I love it. I love it. And my boyfriend has a plant. It's a, left my video on. My boyfriend has an alocasia in our kitchen right underneath the skylight. It's a red Royal something. I don't remember. But it has big giant leaves. So I always go make him look at this going, my plant can grow big leaves too, you know. Anyway, let's put this big boy down. Okay, and then I have a plant adjacent item I want to mention. I got this beautiful blanket from my aunt. She does like this crochet type stuff. Regularly gives things like this as gifts. They're all so beautiful. Each one is better than the next one. They're all so pretty. But this one she made for my birthday. I'm not going to unfold the whole thing, but it's like a sunflower theme. And look at these sunflowers. Isn't this so pretty? I think this is absolutely amazing. I have it folded like this. Just, you know how you throw decoratively over the side of a couch? That's how I have this. I love it so much. On those early mornings, like this morning, I was up before anybody else, just laying on the couch in the front room, and then I had this little blanket over me. I love it. I love it so much, and I love this little touch with the sunflowers. So pretty. This blanket got a lot of compliments too. She dropped it off at work, and when I pulled it out of the bag, everyone was like, wow, what is that? It's really pretty. Okay, two more things I want to mention. The first one is my plant tour. I had so much fun filming that video. I had been wanting to film that video for so long, but my freaking camera that I have here, I have the Sony ZV-1000, I don't remember what it's called. ZV-1, the ZV-1000. And for some reason, okay, the camera's great. It does a lot of great things, but the freaking audio, I don't know what's up with the audio, if it's just a defect or maybe I'm stupid, but I can't get the audio to transfer from the SD card to the editing thing that I use. Or if I do get it to transfer, once it goes from there to YouTube, it's mute again. I don't know what it is, it drives me crazy. So I thought I would never film that video because I didn't want to film it on my phone. But I did it anyway, and I think it came out great. I was really happy to do it. And I'm glad I documented the way it looked because I like the way the front room looks with all the little Halloween touches and stuff. And a lot of you guys really seemed to enjoy it too. So thank you so much for all the love on that video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope to do another tour soon because I have a lot of plants in here that I want to show in my living room and then like in this little hallway area. So maybe another plant tour will be coming soon-ish. Okay, last thing, a YouTuber who I think is so freaking funny. It's a plant YouTuber. His name is Tech Plant. And I feel like I mentioned Tech Plant in a video not too long ago for some reason. But he put up a video, was it this morning? Let me find it real quick. No, it was yesterday. It's called 7 Very Spooky Plants Everyone Needs in Their Collection. But the plants he's showing, oh my god, the way he's talking about them, it's so funny. Like, of course, it's a spooky plant theme, so the plant he's showing is one infested with mealybugs. There's a peace lily at the end that he calls the rest in peace lily. So funny. There's just something about his delivery and the way he talks and his jokes. I love his videos so much. They're so funny. I'll link his channel at that specific video in the description box so you can go watch it if you haven't already. Love Tech Plant, love that channel so much. But as I'm looking around, I think that is it. Cat's doing something weird. I thought he was gonna throw up. Oh no, he's just enjoying the breeze coming through the window. Okay, he freaked me out. Where was I? That is it. Let me know some plants you loved in October. I would love to know what they are. Let me know your desert rose watering tips too. I'd very much appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.